This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Jim Crockett would tape their television on February the 3rd, which would air on February the 6th at WTBS Studios. You and Tully pick up a quick win over, and I'm not making it up, Max MacGyver and John Savage. When you pin MacGyver, no, not Richard Dean Anderson, the guy that could do it all with a Swiss Army knife. But during the commentary, JR and Tony specifically emphasized the threat that Wyndham and Luger presented to your championship reign. David Crockett's going to interview you guys, and we got the entire clip, Arn. Here's our first clip of the week. We only have 4 this week. See what I did there? We have 4 clips.
Symbolism.
Let's check out this ending of the match in the interview.
There they are, the World Tag Team Champions, Tully and Arn, Tully Blanchard, Arn Anderson, along with J.J. Dillon against Max MacGyver and John Savage. A wild Dick Murdoch. He was really going off the deep end there. I think really, if fans remember, he must have turned the TV set off after the first quarter of the Super Bowl. But when it comes to Baltimore, he's going to turn it on, and you know he'll hit a lady.
That's his environment inside that steel cage. He's got Rhodes in there, and you're right, he will hit a woman. That's not going to bother him. There's J.J. Dillon holding the gold, the inspirational leader of the Four Horsemen, James J. Dillon.
You know, there's a lot of great competition and tag teams after the World Tag Team title, but a lot of noise is being made by 2 men. We're talking about Barry Wyndham and Lex Luger, and we have seen them in action together, and they are an awesome combination.
You're exactly right, Tony, and we're going to see them in action together again in this program here on TBS, here on World Championship Wrestling. They are a great team. Many say the hottest team in wrestling are Wyndham and Luger. But I'll tell you something. They're going to have to be at their very best. It's going to have to be their night because Anderson and Blanchard, as far as I'm concerned, there's no finer tag team in wrestling today. Anywhere, bar none, than Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard. And my criteria, once again, they are the World Tag Team Champions. That makes them the best there is.
Blanchard and Anderson tagging in and out. And now we're going to take a look at the double gourd buster. MacGyver's up high. And Anderson flips him right down. That's a move. Teddy Long will count him out. There you go. Symbol of excellence, the Four Horsemen. The winners, Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson, World Tag Team Champions, along with James J. Dillon. David Crockett will be talking to him in just a minute. Let's take a look one more time.
2 things here, Arn. I can't help but see FTR in the 2 of you. I just can't help but see it as I watch these move sets.
Definitely similarities.
Yep.
That's for sure.
And then Tony Schiavone's in full announcer voice. Look at the guard buster here by Arn Anderson. Listen to Tony. It's so funny.
Something that will add a little bit of hum to this clip. You know who John Savage is?
No.
He's the brother of the Barbarian.
Nice. All right, here, let's check this interview out. We'll talk more about that.
It seems like in these desperate times, each individual, and I'm talking about Luger, Sting, Barry Wyndham, Rhodes, the Garbage, and you, Rock, Ole Anderson, are reaching deep down in your gut, reaching in the back lobes of your mind, trying to figure out what can we do. So finally, once and for all, stop the snowball effect. You see, Rock, you thought that the world would end when we booted you out. The Horsemen kept on rolling. Luger, you thought when you wanted to go to Hollywood and advertise Purina Dog Chow or be seen waxing up a Mercedes at Beverly Hills on Rodeo Drive for an advertisement. You figured when we kicked you out, the Horsemen would fall from grace. Well, gentlemen, like we've always said, everybody can come out here and say they're the greatest, say they're the toughest, come out here with a lot of amateur credentials, or just claim that they're the greatest box office attraction that's ever been. But any athlete, and I'm talking about you people that's got your fanny in the kitchen chair right now, any true athlete can look at him, can look at me, can look at Ric Flair, and look at James J. Dillon, and honestly say we work harder, we're the best there is at one thing, and it's not making commercials. When we park these roads, my friend, technically, conditioning, and just overall knowledge, the reason we're the 3 world champions is simply we're the best there's ever been. We are the family, we are the unit, so Rock and the Omni, You want to put me in a cage? Everybody's always talking about how tough the Andersons were, how tough the Anderson family was. I'm the only Anderson left that means anything. Keep that in your mind, Rock. Hey, listen to this, guys. What do you say that when Luger and Anderson fall just a little bit short in the Omni, we're not that bad, guys. What if they polish our Mercedes up and we'll give them a job? How does that sound? Sound good to you, Mr. Crockett?
Ladies and gentlemen, they say the Four Horsemen rule wrestling, and that they do. Let's go to the ring now.
Wow. Arn, just a few things here. First of all, you take the lead in the interview, making it believable and impactful as you set your sights on Ole and the Omni. We know that you think of both Ole and the Omni. Think you have a lot of respect. Looking back 34 years later, can you share your thoughts about what this event meant to you, facing one of your mentors in one of your favorite wrestling venues?
Well, Ole is synonymous with the Omni. You know, he was the boss there for quite some time. He wrestled there at his home base quite some time. And the Andersons pretty much, you know, throughout the South, in as much as anywhere else, were just synonymous with tag team wrestling, mostly. Now we find ourselves in a little bit of a mixed pair. It's not both Andersons, it's one Anderson on either team, which kind of makes it interesting, I think. And, you know, Ole had still, at this point in time, not gotten his, what's the word I'm looking for, his penance, his, you know, he has
restoration,
Yeah, he is not satisfied
right
with what we did in his mind to him, so he's still hot, still on the roll, still wanting to do some damage.
He hasn't gotten his full vengeance, and he's ready to come after you. Yeah,
Vengeance,
I got you.
that's what I was looking for.
Yep. Yeah, no, but it's money, and by the way, the nugget there, Savage, I didn't even realize that. So that's Barbarian's brother.
And if you look a little closer, I think Teddy Long was your referee.
He was, yes.
What the heck?
So much in that one little match clip there. If you're not on ad-free shows, sign up to get the video. It's $9 a month, and you can watch these awesome clips along with Arn and I, and get to see these nuggets.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.